All right. Let's hop back to the phones, and I'm just going to go for poor Dan, who's been on hold for 104 minutes over here. Dan?
Yeah, this is Dan.
You're 25?
Yes, sir.
You went limp when you were with your wife.
Real quick, Can I comment on your Florida or Germany game?
Yes.
Really quickly, a young woman has a heart attack causing starvation of oxygen to the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband abandons her, gets a girlfriend, has one child and another one on the way.
Florida.
That's right.
Florida.
Yeah, that's a Florida move.
Well,
Germany's just more bizarre.
Germany's more like, porn when they crap on each other and and stuff.
Yeah,
Germany.
It's smarter stuff.
Wagner, Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
Crap on each other.
I wanted to ask
Germany.
you guys, specifically Drew and Adam, what do you think about that Chavo case? That's what I was referring to.
Yeah, we don't know about it. Is it a local Indiana case?
Oh, no, that's in Florida.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The woman that
should have known.
Disconnected from her feeding tube yesterday.
Oh yeah. Yeah, okay, let's go on a quick jag about that.
Hasn't she been in a coma for like 10 years?
13.
Yes.
13
years.
I think, God bless, but, I think you have to let her go at a certain point.
I agree with that, although somebody had brought this up at my office, and I sort of agreed with them, which is disconnecting you from your feeding tube just means a slow, sort of drawn-out death, doesn't it, Drew?
Yes,
I'm sure
if somebody is already comatose, they don't register death or thirst or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she seemed to be sitting upright and, blinking and stuff.
Yeah.
She didn't have her eyes closed, and she wasn't in bed. She was, sitting in a wheelchair.
She was, let's put it this way. If it were me, no tube feeding. If it were you, Adam, I'd pull the tube for your sake.
Yeah, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to remove the tube and insert a bullet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm sure she's on a respirator. I'm sure she's on a respirator, so they probably took her off that too.
No.
She's not. She breathes. No. She can breathe on her own.
She can do everything.
Here's what it is.
Oh, that's very strange.
We'll pull the tube, and for the next 2 weeks, you can slowly dehydrate until your tongue swells up, and then you'll choke on that. Yeah, I don't understand why we can't give a little dignity with that.
What was the point spread on it?
The over/under?
Yeah.
11 and a half days.
But I'm sure they were able to give her. I'm sure they were able to give her opiates and things like that for sedate her and things. And it happens a lot.
Look, here's the deal. Who are we kidding? And let me just go on a quick jag here. Every once in Michigan spent millions and millions of dollars trying to get Kevorkian behind bars. Look, people have the right to die in a dignified way. And you pussies out there, you sanctimonious religious pussies over there that are so scared of everything. He's playing God. He's playing God. What do you think hooking someone up to a breathing tube and a feeding tube and an IV is? Hallelujah. Someone should have been dead 13 years ago and you've artificially kept them alive? Isn't that playing God? Pulling the tube out is playing God, you retards? Jesus Christ.
Preach on, brother.
Of? God damn it, I'm so tired of these stupid religious tards always with this God-playing stuff. And then your next argument, when you're not playing God card, is the slippery slope card, which is just more pure retardism, where it's like, well, if we make it okay for guys like Kevorkian to put people in advanced cases of Lou Gehrig's disease out of their misery, what's going to stop your local doctor from killing your teenager when he's going in for a checkup for his high school football team? Huh?
And by the way,
perfectly
Adam,
legal.
By the way, the slippery slope we're on is where everybody's got to be sustained forever, no matter how much misery they're put through.
Right. Yeah, let me explain the slippery slope. It's just the same. It's the same as if it makes sense, we'll do it. If it doesn't, we'll stop. It's just like the NRA. It's like they collect our AK-47s. Next thing you know, they got a tick in our butter knife.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is for me?
It's slippery slope.
When you think about it, in this country, we spend more money on the last 3 months of life than we do on a person's entire health, entire life before that.
That's right.
And no other country in the world does this. We're the only one who, we try to keep them alive the last month, but we don't keep them healthy their entire life before that. We just let them go to McDonald's and stuff their face.
Exactly.
The dying process has become, what should be comfortable and dignified in a few weeks has become a few years.
Yes.
Well, it's big business.
And this is not fueled by atheists, by the way.
No, Eric, it's not big business. It's the law. Do you require to make it that way?
The question is who's lobbying for those laws?
Yes, I agree with Eric, and all I'm saying is I think we can all figure out when someone is basically dead and we're keeping them alive with modern technology, as opposed to a 13-year-old who's getting a physical for his Little League tryout.
Are you making reference to your screener?
I just love that. I love that slippery slope argument.
I know.
They do it every time. It's like, what's to stop doctors from killing perfectly healthy patients then? Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, God. I was like, what are we supposed to say? Oh, touche. What an argument. You're so right. I never thought about that. Doctors. Drew, as a doctor.
If we ban strip joints in Los Angeles, no woman will ever get raped again.
That's right. 6-foot radius. Drew, as a doctor, I want you to admit right now that if they made this dignified assisted suicide legal, you would then start snuffing out your younger, healthier patients, yes?
No, all my peers would. I'd think about it, of course.
You think about it, of course. Yeah. You're tempted. The guy sedated to put the pillow on his head because he had his tonsils out,
I don't know
right?
so much about your hobo massacre idea, but I think that could be the film idea for you.
Oh, yes, we've legalized the physician-assisted suicide, and now
then he just goes on a rant and starts killing everyone's children.
Right, and the law can't touch it.
Like the kid, the mom brings the kid in, she's like, well, he's got a little bit of a cough.
Kill him! You just go into your waiting room and start mowing people over with a machine gun.
I know. I think my daughter's dyslexic.
Kill her! Kill her!
Why delay the inevitable?
Yeah, she's going to die another 80 years anyway.
My son would like to have his mole removed.
Off with his head. Lethal injection. I'm going to shoot some air into his bloodstream. True, this is what would happen, right?
Oh, of course.
I mean, it's a very
Drew is a loose cannon.
You know why? Because you guys can't stop playing God, you doctors. That's
why are you looking at me? I'm not a doctor.
No, but you could play one in a movie, and then you would be playing a doctor who's playing God.
But I didn't play one in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Dan?
Comes out tomorrow night.
Yeah,
that's right,
I'm here.
Friday.
Look what you did, Dan.
Look what you